Hey, all of my infinite beings and friends. Welcome back. I said, welcome back to Reading Between the Lines, where we read life for what it is. So, I've experienced a couple of things in the last few months. A lot about me personally. And when you start to understand yourself more and you start to see certain things, you start to realize everything else on the outside as well, right? So things just start to just click and things start to connect together like the puzzle piece, right? You know, like, because life is like a puzzle piece. You got to put everything together in order for it to make sense, you know? And as far as learning myself, I learned that I am a type of person who, in a sense, who sets a certain standard for the people that I'm around. And I guess the reason why I set the standard is because that's the way that I am. And for me, it's like, if I'm going to give you 150% in whatever relationship it is, whether it's family, whether it's your loved one, your mother, father, or whatever the situation is. But if I'm going to give you 150% of me, 150% of me, no matter at any time, any circumstance, in that sense, that's where I find my loyalty, because it's like, if I'm going to do this for you, I just, in a sense that, you know, for me, and I'm not saying that we should expect things, and that's the thing, and that's where sometimes we realize that other people's loyalties are not the same as our loyalties, right? So if I'm looking for a person to do the same that I would do for them, I have to realize that that person isn't me, right? That I can't set this standard that if I need this person here, they'll be there. Because again, I'm not that person. And that person doesn't always have the same thoughts as me. Doesn't always have the same reaction to certain things as me, right? Because we're not the same. We're all different. But sometimes we get a little mixed up in how we think people should be, and the way we want people to be, they'll never be able to be that way, right? It's because people think so much in their own thoughts, in their own ways, right? Yeah, they expect you to be there for them, but if you really need me, you don't need me, don't call me. How about that? You know? And that's where we have to make sure that we all go within, so that we see these different things, so that we awaken to certain things and realize the type of people that we are, so we can see the people that we're around. Because yes, you may be a person who, no matter what the relationship is going to give 150%. And you're also, because you're thinking that you and this other person is on the same page level, right? You're not always going to be where their loyalties lie, even though your loyalties are always and forever will be there. You're not going to always be the person in the relationship given 150%, because there will be people who are going to be there and be down for you, but you have to realize those people that are around you. If you give 150% and you notice that your friend or your brother or your relative or your parent is giving about 5% to your 150, then there's a problem. You have to look at what you're giving and what they're giving in a relationship. If there's no give on equal sides to the equal amount of giving, then in that situation, you have to sit there and you have to look and you have to realize that you can't keep being around this person, or you and this other person, you might have to lower your standards and lower the way, basically in a sense, treat them the way that they treat you, right? Don't give them that chance to basically, in a sense, fuck you over, right? Because you'll already realize it before it's gonna come. You'll already realize that I already knew you were about to do that, because you already act like this on a certain type of way, or every time I talk about this, you get upset, or, you find, and people's issues with loyalty go by circumstances, right? Maybe their life's not going good. Maybe there's something else going on. Who knows? But based on that circumstance, based on that situation, it can change the loyalty that they have for you, if they really had any in the beginning. Now, you guys know I could go on and on and on, but I'm gonna leave that right there. And I'm gonna just say this one thing. It may be a little bit more extra for a Libra, because I am a Libra, okay? And being a Libra it's so crazy, because it's like our nature is to love, care, and support, and that's what we do. But we give a little bit of ourselves too much sometimes, and I completely understand those things. But for us Libras, we need to learn to be able to draw our energies back in. We need to learn to give as much as we're given. And I'm going to just leave that actually right there, okay? And that goes for anybody, to be honest. If you're the same way and you're a person who always gives your all, it doesn't matter whether you're a Libra, Gemini, you're a Taurus, Virgo, it doesn't matter what you are. But if you are a person who gives almost everything at any given time for any person that walks into your life, then you are a person who needs to probably learn, and you feel like people have always been, they're not being loyal to you, or they're being disloyal to you. If you feel that way, then as of right now, give as much as you're giving. And we out.